Of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
There we go, Pac-Man. Luigi!
Stop your whining.
Tighten up. 40. Sunday. Hey, Orbit. Hey.
On first down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, empty.
Now they try the right side here. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Sunday.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, team 6.
On play action, Wentz. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. On play action, it's Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Slam, 64, weak. Spawn. No. Move.
On 2nd down, Love. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Love. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Argo Blue ladies.
65. 65. Watch out. 66. Fully high. Check. Hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Bryce Love, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Moncrief brings it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 2. At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Love. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He's going to field this at the 4. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check, check. Here we go. Check.
Chill, chill.
Check.
Here, chill.
Wide motion.
Man 5-7. Hey, Echo.
Get that quarterback at all costs. 44, Mike, 44.
Throwing is Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Chiefs 21, Eagles 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check hot route. Hot.
Great.
44, Mike, 44. Man out. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
46 down, man 5-4. Wait, good.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Space to run past the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Slam. Shift. Say.
Black, come on.
Kill.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
81.
Everyone, we got 4 down. 50.
Hey, Zoo.
50's the Mike. Here we go.
Here, shift.
Mike's 50.
Hey, kill. Hey, 4, don't kill. It's done.
Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
5-9. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50. Right here.
Mike 50. Here, shift.
Hey, watch delay. Mike 50, Mike.
Two jet.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Moncrief. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the twist. 47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground, it's Love. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Football.
Kill.
Mike football. Let's go. 44. Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. Wentz now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike football. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
95 no, check, he's Mike. All day, every day, any day. Smooth. 95 Mike, like 95. I'll get him. Get him.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Safety's creeping.
Here's Love again. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Switch up, switch up.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
25, 43, 43, 15. Hey, ripple in.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That good for 19 and a first down.
15, 15.
Check 26.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. The 40, 20, 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 63 yards on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Attack!
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, Ripley.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
This is Love, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rush in. Wide. Get wide. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Love. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check.
Hey, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. On first down, it's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Mahomes going to throw it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big fella, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. 40, 82, 40, 44.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
A loss of 9